Alright. Welcome back to another episode of Verdant Idea, and today, as you can see behind me, we took a big old step into immersive engineering. Don't mind the factory being a little ugly, that's alright. It's the first step into immersive engineering, but we made a ton of progress into immersive engineering. Got ourselves pretty deep in the quest book, and enjoy the video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that kind of junk. And I appreciate all the comments and tips and stuff like that. Keep leaving them. Very enjoyable to read. Alrighty, our first step today will be Thermoelectric Generation. We need bronze plates, copper coil blocks, steel. Copper coil blocks is just LV wire coil around iron. Be all this junk. Oh boy, copper wire, metal press wire. Might be the easiest way to gather this. 3 steel and engineer's wire cutters. We should have wire cutters right here. Couple steel going on. Toss both of them here. We got ourselves a metal press mold wire. 3. Leave all this junk over here for now. Grab ourselves some copper? I have copper, don't I? Grab ourselves some copper. 1, 4. Something like this. Let's look at this. Just over a couple stacks, and we'll toss all this in this metal press, gather up some wire, and then, yeah, bronze ingots. While we do this, might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We've got raw copper, 1, 2, 3, and raw tin. To get bronze is a alloy of copper and tin. We'll need, I think it's a 3 to 1? Oh, yep, 3 to 1. So we need 3 stacks of copper per 1 stack of tin. Take all this junk over here and toss it. Toss it into our alloying furnace, or tinker's furnace. I really hope this shouldn't be too much, right? Yeah, these are just ingots, so more than enough space for all this. We'll get some more blaze blood in a bit. Someone did remind me, if I pop a comment up on the screen here real quick, we can automate blazes pretty easy just by going and collecting the blaze spawners. I remember mentioning spawners, or the boxes alongside spawners earlier on, but cardboard boxes, but that slipped my mind entirely for collecting blazes. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I think when we do that though, we're also going to expand our Tinker's Construct tank into something much larger back here. And possibly, I think, the Tinkers go over here through pages and pages. No, where's that? Torched. Model. What I want. Is there seared bricks? One more. Get somewhere in here. Foundry. We want a foundry, and the foundry is going to be foundry bricks, or torch stone. Torch stone is, how do I get this? Oh, torch bricks, nether grout. Here we are. We need nether grout. So magma cream, soul soil, soul sand, and gravel. Gravel's going to be annoying. Say gravel is annoying, but we could do a crusher as well. We're not too far off. Furnace, wrong thing. Crusher right here. We just need 10 light engineering blocks, 1 redstone engineering block, 10 steel scaffolding, 8 steel fence, and 9 hopper. I think we'll get a crusher as well. We got a lot of stuff to build up all at once. Bam. Or I don't think I got this ratio right. 6 blocks. No, did I? Let's give it a second. No, I got this down. No, I didn't. I did not get this down perfect. 1 ingots, 3 nuggets, 37 blocks, 7 ingots. Do I just need 1 more? No. Nah, I don't know. It's not going to be even, whatever. I'll craft some of this as well. The metal press mold wire. Plop this baby down right here. And stick in all of our copper. Boom. We've got some wire being produced rather than crafting that by hand. That's just a waste of material. Back in the nether, grabbing ourselves a couple spawners. Got fella. Stay away, you freak. Back up here, and before they spawn. There we are, one spawner. Get a second one, possibly. Little backup. Yep. Woo. Just barely. Loser. Maybe there's another one this way. I forget where the spawners were all at. Whoop. Jump on past him. Ah, that hurts. Yeah, you stop that. Calm down. And die or something. Stop. There we go. 2 spawners for the blazes. Just so we can get some blaze blood up and pumping. Back to the base. Oh, I don't have armor on. What a moron. Whoops. And that's the last of our bronze. With this, the other bronze we have right over here. Should be, yep, still producing some plates. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll make a second one. 2 thermoelectric generators. Bunch of coil. What else do we need for this? 5 bronze plates, copper coil block, 3 steel. It's nothing at all. Nothing at all. Two iron ingots. 3 more steel. Where's my steel? It's over here, isn't it? Yep. 3. All this together, we've got... No, not just yet. Copper coil block. Enough coil yet. What am I doing? Enough coil. Sticks. There we are. Copper coil block. With our LV wire coil. Boom. 2 stacks of LV wire coil. Make that into a couple copper coil blocks. And combine all of this together to get 2 thermoelectric generators. How do I use this? Oh. Thermoelectric, that's heat if I'm not mistaken. Where's the set? Oh, it doesn't show. Shoot. I'd have to assume it's heat. But how? How is it heat? Take a bucket of lava. Punch. Nope, not that. Not like that. Immersive Engineering. You know, there's a book on this, isn't there? Simple machines. No. Powers, wires, generators. Thermoelectric generator. Thermoelectric generators are another option of power generation and work without the use of any mechanical parts. Instead, they use the temperature gradients between 2 sources. Placing a hot fluid on one side and the colder fluid on the other, on the opposing side, generates energy based on the difference between the 2 temperatures. The list below contains other non-fluid blocks which can be used as sources of temperature. Blue ice, it's the different. Oh, block of uranium. Lava, so lava is part of it, okay. Thick inlaid snow block. The best we could do is blue ice and block of uranium. Oh, I don't think I'm to block of uranium sheet metal. Sick. What an awesome building material. Raw uranium. Use. Block of uranium. Here we are. Uranium. I gotten through this junk. Uranium. Raw uranium. Bees. It looks to be. Radioactive. Wait a second. Radioactive bee. Flowering. Oh no, it's lead. Okay. So you can get uranium without having to have complex sources. We need a CreeBee and a lead bee. I see. Well, we're not doing that right now anyways. Bump. And blue ice? Blue ice any easier than uranium? Probably. Blue ice. Yeah, it's just packed ice. Okay, the pure daisy goes pretty easy actually. A snow block, we have some of those. Here. Where's our snow at? No. Thing is snow. I think I've got a catalyst in here right now. Catalyst is right here. Boom. Take our ice. Just put that there just in case. Let that convert. Oh, I guess I can show off. I forgot about that. You might have seen this over here in the background. We do have a tiny little petite little bridge cross over our small little baby river into the little area we've got going on here. Don't mind the floor. Actually, do mind the floor. This is sick as hell. We used framed checkered cubes with quartz and black concrete on it to offset the blocks. So it's like full blocks, but offset by the normal blocks by like a corner, you know? And we've got glowstone here up on the ceiling with these little corner strips, framed corner strips, and more glowstone making patterns throughout the floor to provide us some lighting. Right now we have diamond bees going with a simulator upgrade and the speed upgrade, leading into the centrifuge with another speed upgrade to keep up. This outputs, so the diamonds from here output to this chest right here for our diamonds, and the rest of the centrifuge items, meaning there it is, the wax flows up top here, and the honey flows to the bottom to get to this fluid drawer and this spruce drawer here and here, giving us a huge quantity of honey and wax. Why did I say that? Why? Why did I say it like that? We've also got the Milky Bee running along right here. It's producing a few honeycombs as well as a bunch of milky combs so we can get ourselves that cake. What's cake for? I don't remember. Goose cake. Oh yes, the Rune of Winter. Dude, we'll do some of that later. Get that extra rune going for our whatever rune purposes we have. I don't really remember what we're doing just yet. It's been a second. Back to the ice. Yes, it's blue ice now. Is that blue ice or packed ice? That's blue ice. Awesome. Wow, all that work just to break it and lose it. I'm a moron. Just place all that and do that a second time. I feel for myself sometimes. That's stupid as hell. There, we've got our blue ice with a silk touch pickaxe, because I actually thought about it for a second. By the way, something I found out kind of neat. You can go into the backpack settings here and make it so that you have slot memory, and whenever you enable it, anything you pull out of your backpack, when you shove it back in, it'll go back to the slot that it has highlighted, which works for pretty much everything I have in here right now. Probably should have reorganized it before I did that, but whatever. It'll work the way it is for now. Thermoelectric power. Let's just boom, boom, boom. Generator, lava bucket, here, here, and here. Got power of brewing, I'm sure. How do I use this? How do I measure it? I think we could measure it with if we had our. Where's this at? Bricks, no. LV accumulator. We need gold plates. Redstone acid. Oh, that's not too hard. Gold plates, redstone acid, iron, and treated wood. That's nothing. We got all that. Well, we've got a bunch of water, redstone dust, and we get ourselves a bucket of redstone acid. Boom, boom, boom. 4 of those. And we can craft ourselves 4 LV accumulators. Right here. And here. Now, we still need some other stuff, don't we? Wire relays. I really just wire relays. Insulated wire, if I could say it. Tough fabric. Okay. While we're on the trend of needing more and more terracotta, I kind of wanted a better furnace. These guys are becoming a little old. Oh, you didn't see nothing. Bam. That room's totally supposed to be more full of things by now. I haven't slacked off on that. Well, these furnaces have been a little bit, slow. I don't really care to put everything through the Tinker's Construct furnace, or not furnace, smeltery, as that's also slow trying to get everything back out, so we'll take ourselves a normal furnace combined with inferium essence, 2 inferium ingots, and inferium block gets you the inferium furnace. Upgrade that the exact same way with prudentium to get the prudentium furnace, the tertium, into imperium, and then I think afterwards there's supremium and awakened supremium, but we're not there yet, so we'll stop right here. We've got 690% cooking speed and 345% fuel efficiency. Take a couple pieces of coal from the adjacent furnaces. Boom, boom. Oh, would you look at that? That's so much faster than trying to spread it out through a bunch of different furnaces. It's gaudy, it's a little bit blue, but although its looks aren't the best, it definitely functions, that's for sure. It functions much better than these thingies right here. I do wish they had better texture going on, though. Dude, we can just smelt this. Oh, I don't even have to worry about going back through this. I'm so sick of using this thing for stuff like this. Alloying is fine. I'm perfectly fine alloying all my ores in the smeltery, but trying to process everything through it does get a little bit grating. Take our copper and terracotta back over this way. More than enough. And we can do a couple things. Firstly, we can take our industrial hemp fiber. What? Hemp rope coil. What is this used for, actually? Don't know. Oh, our coil, tough fabric, boom. Get ourselves 16 tough fabric, combine all that. Get 12 more insulated wire for now. I don't know why I didn't craft all of it in nah. All of it would be a bit excessive. And our LV wire connectors. Craft a couple sets of those. The LV wire relays. Same here. There we go. Oil. The accumulator. Take all this. Come back over to our thermoelectric generator. Boom. Got our relay first, don't we? Here, take our relay. LV accumulator. It shows 100,000 FE. Coil, connector. Coil to the connector. What? Ah. Is this backwards? Is it supposed to be connected? Did I flip that somehow? Most likely, yes. Take another accumulator here, and so it'd coil to connector. It's charging it at about 1K every second and a half, 2 seconds. A little bit slower. Just barely slower with this setup right here. I think we need uranium as our heat source in order to get anything faster producing. But it works. It works, and it's fairly easy to set up compared to that over there, this big old behemoth of a machine. Back here, in an hour and a half in game. So it looks like this produces about 100,000 flux every 4 hours or so in game. I couldn't tell you that translation in real, or could tell you that 60 minute, 2 minute, 4. It's just 4 minutes. Every 4 minutes or so, it fills up 100,000 flux. This one definitely seems to be slower. Generating power is fun and all, but how about giving it a use? Please note that the metal press multi-block requires a light engineering block. Nitrate processing. Niter is used as a catalyst in biodiesel production and is also required for industrial fertilizer. It can be produced by crushing sandstone in a crusher and by processing compost. Or dust. Processing plant, you can create slurry, pulverize, niter. We'd get this via sandstone. Niter is pulverizer, multi-servo pulverizer with sandstone slabs. Interesting. Crystallizer. And like the ores we'll never be able to see. Various seeds can be processed into plant oil in a squeezer. We squeeze. Heavy machinery, squeezer. Need 2 light engineering blocks, 1 redstone engineering block, 1 piston, 6 steel scaffoldings, 3 steel fence, 2 fluid pipes, and 4 wooden barrels. Alright, that's quite the list. Central wooden barrel. Let's gather all that up real quick. Alright, if you take yourself a chest, just one chest, surround it with iron, you get an iron chest. Gold, you get a gold chest. And 2 diamonds on either side with 6 glass on top and bottom. You get a diamond chest. Do the same thing with these upgrades you get from the advancements. Boom, boom, and boom, and you have yourselves, whatever you are, diamond chests. With these diamond chests, we can also, or here, or take all this, and this is essentially the exact same thing as that compost setup we have right here, where we'll just put a chest down, plop a hopper into it, take our Imperium furnace, because I kind of got sick of shoving stuff in it by hand, hopper on top, and this is probably the most simple thing you could ever do with redstone. I don't even know if I would call it redstone. I guess it is with the hoppers, but boom, now you've got something where you can load up all your iron. We're going to get from these right here into this furnace, and once again, not have to go through Tinker's Construct to smelt everything for now. Alright, after a bit of gathering and a couple changes, as you can see here, we've got the start of our factory. Here will be the front entrance for the most part. Maybe we'll expand it this way a couple more blocks, and then hoping to expand this factory over the edge of this right here, have a nice foundation of some sort all around the base of this wood right. As you can see, that's just going to be the interior, so the exterior wall is going to be like a stone foundation of some sort that leans over this edge some, and we'll pump out some waste into the water just because we can. Maybe that's not what. Maybe we could change that, make it so it's not factory waste getting pumped into the oceans that we're trying to save, but And piston. Where do we click on this one? Users multi-block. Hammer on the central wooden barrel, so this one right here. Take our engineer's hammer, and well, bam, we've got ourselves an industrial squeezer. To use the squeezer, we'll need power, just like some things. And to do power, I have an idea. You can see I upgraded my backpack to a diamond backpack. You just surround your backpack in iron from the first backpack, and then gold and diamond. It's like any other progressive backpacks or chests mod, whatever. Sophisticated storage, I guess, is what that series is. Got a bunch of ice, a bunch of lava. We need a few more of these thermoelectric generators, but I want to see if we were to take this here, move all that, or leave that there for now. For our second, we made 2, didn't we? Would have sworn we made 2 thermoelectric generators. We stack them, does that do anything for us? Relay. 2 blue ice, 1, 2. And a single bucket of lava. Stack it like that. So it's flowing down to both of them. Oh my! Yeah. That sucks. Over here. Okay, buddy. That music's awesome and all, but that looks to be the exact same production rate. 69. And at 11:15, it'll be the exact same, it looks like. Just about. Yep. I guess the other way we could test it is by putting one down here. Yep. No, it doesn't transfer power like that. Okay, so we can't do a weird stacking system like that. Lava at the back. Hopefully it doesn't ignite the treated wood planks. I haven't tested that yet either. Here's our wire coil. I'm sure this still... No. You can't do it catty corner from one to another either. Yep. Horizontal it is. One last test. If we do... Maybe this runs Matic. Dirt. And flowing lava. Flowing lava does work. Okay. Good to know. Good to... And... Squeezer... What is the squeezer for again? Canola oil? Something like that. Seeds, fermentation. Industrial fertilizer, nitrate processing. I think before I get too far into immersive engineering, I'm gonna reorganize this stuff. Build a generator somewhere along this center section, or this like side section of the factory, via these thermoelectric generators. We'll have 15 of them paired up together right here, so we can power anything and everything in this factory from a central location. How do we do it above? Oh, I don't know. We'll do it from... I'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. That's what we'll do. In the meantime, I had taken... What have I done? I didn't really do much in the meantime. I produced a bunch of iron. Oh yeah, speaking of, a bunch of iron. Fine. Right here. Use iron block. There we are. Got a stack of iron blocks. Come back this way to our coke oven. And toss these in here so we can start mass producing steel blocks. Be very useful. Nice music, buddy. I need you dead. And, oh, okay. Well, that's nice to know. That does catch stuff on fire. I'll have to keep an eye on that and prevent that entirely somehow. Whoops. Well, we've got, you can see here, we made wooden posts. Wooden posts are crafted... Where are they at? Somewhere in here. I can tell. It's 2 fence posts on top of a stone brick in the crafting menu. And you can attach your LV wire relays, or I guess any wire relay, to the top of them. And have your wires, like... I think this might be worthless, but... We've got 8 thermoelectric generators up and running. 16 was probably overkill. And we've got the industrial squeezer and metal press ready to go. I think we'll need tons of these iron sheet metal. We take a couple of these. Just watch. Boom. What? What? Oh, duh. Let's watch after we get our metal press plate on here. 16k FE. So yeah, we've got a fairly consistent amount of power pumping through these with 8 thermoelectric generators going on, meaning most of our machines, I guess these initial machines, should be able to function long term as long as we're not using all of them at once. Eventually we'll have to upgrade our power. As of now though, it seems like it's working just fine. Accumulators. As energy storage units, you can use the hammer to adjust the configuration of each side, with blue designating the input and orange as an output. Oh, input, output. Can you do both? And no color mark preventing any connection at all. Sneak walk using a hammer to configure. Okay. Nitrate processing. Niter. Yep, crusher's actually something I wanted anyways, so we can get gravel in mass quantities to make a crusher. What will we need for this? I think actually we need hoppers. Crusher right here, yep. Crushing ore is an effective way of increasing their yield. For each ore creates 2 dusts, which you can then smelt. This industrial-sized crusher is a quick way of doing so. The machine's processing speed depends on the power supplied to it. Applying a redstone signal to the control panel at the front will halt the crusher's process. This behavior can be inverted by use of the engineer's screwdriver. The structure is formed by right-clicking the central block of the front with the engineer's hammer. The front is the wide side of the structure, which is a light engineering block at the bottom. However, it is not only used for crushing ores. Every living being to fall into the machine will take grave damage, and the crusher will output the relevant drops. Likewise, all the items that cannot be processed will be destroyed. Good to know. Speaking of crusher, if we press U on U, we can get uranium grit, sea beets, quartz. Gravel's what we want most, but the ores are all useful as well. Anything else here? Bunch of ores. Really much I need. Especially when it comes to ore blocks like seeds. Over here, plant oil, can this be used for? Bottling. Yes, we can make ersatz leather with tough fabric. We also can make leather by converting it via mana. That seems to be the easier way to do it. I don't see much specific for it besides niter, biodiesel. For ethanol, canola oil, we need the industrial squeezer. Industrial squeezer, what can you make? Is it just plant oil? Plant oil, plant oil, plant oil. Plant oil, this is all block heat properties, refinery. It looks to be specifically just for combining with ethanol to get biodiesel. First, that's leather. Bucket of plant oil, vegetable oil, bucket. Thermopneumatic, so we can cook stuff as well. Specifically chips and salmon tempura. Amazing. Florb with plant oil. Not too much going on here. That's alright. Biodiesel, I'm sure, is quite useful eventually. Used for recipe for ethanol. Industrial fermenting. A fermenter is, yep. Already something we were gonna have to make anyways. This factory has no organization yet. I'll have to figure that out here quick too. And then, I guess we keep going down this route. I'm gonna go collect all of our stuff for the crusher. 10 light engineering blocks, 1 redstone engineering block, 10 steel scaffolding, 8 steel fence, and 9 hoppers. 6, 7, 8, 9 hoppers. Places it. Somewhere. Where's my hammer? Bam. Nope. Bam. There we go. Right there, we've got ourselves a crusher. Where's your power input? What does that power input look like again for these? Oh. That's the kit. I see now. The middle here. One more relay to finish up this. Ball on that. There we have it. Now we've got a fully charged crusher going on. Into the conveyor belt. Jump all the way up here. Interesting. I don't know if this can keep up with what I'm doing. Oh, we'll figure a better way to actually input stuff into here, but for now we'll climb up on top and toss it onto this conveyor belt. And, yep, depositing all of our gold dust right into that drawer there. Improved steel production. While technically not necessary, an improved blast furnace will greatly help with steel production. It lets you automate inputs and outputs and has the option of installing blast furnace preheaters. When installed on the left and right sides and fed power from the top, they will triple the speed of steel production. Build an improved blast furnace. Heat. Safety first. Steel card in the blast furnace can be pressed iron. Pipes. We'll have to make it this way eventually in order to get an engineering marvel. Orbital shopping. Even though the entire world is now in the wasteland, Amadron's orbital warehouses may still be intact. Always been fully automated, so why not try? Oh, I see. Guess we could do that, or we could do that. We can't do that yet. We have to build a bottling machine. Would be nice, and so would this fermenter right here. Light engineering blocks, 1 redstone engineering block, 4 iron sheet metal, 6 steel scaffolding, 4 cauldrons, and 2 fluid pipe. We've got everything for the fermenter in place. Boom, 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 boom. There we are. One of these blocks had it. Up top here, don't have any more right now. Up top here is our power source, and we'll be able to toss stuff in here for fermentation. Can we ferment, actually? Oh yeah, niter is used as a catalyst in biodiesel production and is also required for industrial fertilizer. Produce. Oh, we've already read this one, haven't we? Crushing sandstone and by processing compost. Luckily, sandstone's fairly easy to get as we have access to the water and different essences, and you can craft sand via those essences. Craft that from sand into sandstone, toss it in your crusher, and you'll have plenty of it. You can see here we do have a lot of flowers going on. That's because in the background I've got more weak essences being produced via our bees. I wonder, I've let them go at it for a little while now, trying to gather more resources. There's the diamond bees. Oh, spooky. Diamond bees chugging along. gotten through almost or over half a stack of bottles. Same here with the Milky Bees. And they have... Oh, they have been. Okay, here we are. Don't need this backpack anymore. It'll automatically collect everything in this nest via the simulator upgrade, it looks like, and toss our overflowing nectar into this chest so we can have tons and tons of it for our weak essence production. However, I don't think I need a too terribly much. The end of... No, it's not the... Flora, yeah, it's this one right here. The energy of Flora gets you into its Verdant, where capable of magma cubes, which actually we'll be able to collect the magma cube spawner from the Blackstone area, whatever that's called, the Bastion, that's what it's called, and use that spawner along with whatever frogs we can find to craft our Verdant essence for storing the biomes. What else are we doing now? We have one more niter production, nitrate processing. Niter dust is, yep, we need a ton of this. So I'm gonna go farm up some sand. Now that all resources are ready, it's time to mix them in a refinery. Guess we'll look at this here too. Refinery. That'll be 2 light engineering blocks, 2 heavy engineering blocks, 16 iron sheet metal, 1 redstone engineering block, 8 steel scaffolding, and 5 fluid pipes. What is a heavy engineering block? Right here, heavy engineering block. That'll be gold, steel, machine components, I see why we need upgraded steel. Bit of refinery, metal press. Arc furnace would be nice. Works are used to quickly smelt metals. But I don't think we'll ever have, or not ever, we won't have that for a while. Improved blast furnace right here. The improved blast furnace is a much more professional way of creating steel. Not only does it allow the automation of in and outputs, but it can also be outfitted with preheaters to speed up the refinement process by addition of hot air. The furnace is made of reinforced bricks, so you'd be advised to spend your first batches of steel on this upgrade. Structure of the furnace is similar to its crude predecessor, but the bricks have been reinforced and a hopper was added at the top to funnel in the inputs. Steel is output at the front of the furnace, slag at the back, and the furnace will automatically output to connected inventories or conveyor belts. Iron and coal coke are fed in through the top. Blast furnace preheaters are used to heat up the air and then blow it into the furnace to speed up the refinement process of iron. Each furnace can have up to 2 preheaters connected to the ports on each side, and each preheater requires 32 flux per tick to operate. That, and we need a hopper at the top, if I'm not mistaken. Top center. These poles are actually going to be extremely useful, aren't they? Maybe not. A little. Oh, okay. A little bit useful. Not the most. Up there. Take our hammer once again, and boom, right in this. Oh, you look different, blast furnace. Wow. 3 heaters left and right. Go craft those real quick. Vernal heater. Oh, we have more than enough. 2 of those. 2 preheaters. We've got both of our preheaters not functioning because there we are. Now we've got both preheaters up and running. Maximum power. Toss in our block of coke and iron. Ooh. Oh, like that. There we go. What? Wait, what? I have to have the fan on that. I don't like that. That makes me a little frustrated. Oh. That's embarrassing. Why are they different? It's because they're not different. I'm just a moron. Duh. Floated coil. There we go. Go faster, I'm sure, but... Why? This flipped? Wait a second. I think it's backwards. I might flip this around real quick and see if... Does that put... It says outslag at the back. If I take this. Line 1 block. Here. Flip it to the back. There we are. Now I toss this back inside. Got both of our preheaters running. Stuff feels absolutely not faster in the slightest. But that's alright. We'll have this all running. Set this spruce drawer up. Our steel blocks. And hopefully we'll see this start producing stuff for us. Steel created in the blast furnace can be used to make a compressed iron. Just throw it on the ground and explode it with TNT. Yeah, it's a bit dangerous, and about 20% of the steel will be lost. But this is the only way to get compressed iron before building a pressure chamber. Well, I don't do that just yet. We'll get some of our steel production up. Luckily we're processing blocks right now. And anything else. We'll also go ahead, I'll start dumping in sandstone right into this crusher here and outputting it for our niter production. You get all that gathered up real quick. I say real quick, it might be another several hour time jump, who's to say? Don't pay too much attention to this right here. I got a life outside of this stuff, guys, I apologize. Light engineering block. The engineering block. Redstone. 4, 1, 2, 4. Should be just about everything. Take our hammer out once again. That. Boom! We've got ourselves a refinery. Now perform chemical processing. Who needs oil? Now that all resources are ready, it's time to mix them in a refinery, producing plastic. Now that biodiesel is ready, it's time to process it into molten plastic. To do that, place a thermopneumatic processing plant and provide it with heat using a vortex tube. After that, the molten plastic needs to be cooled, which can be done automatically using a liquid hopper with a dispenser upgrade. Oh. Small fluid tank with... compressed iron ingots, I see. I couldn't just use any of the other types of fluid tanks, I have to use this one? Alright. What else do I need for this? 4 plastic sheets, dispenser upgrade. But I can just use lapis for this? Oh, so you can... I see, it saves on lapis lazuli. If only that wasn't essentially an infinite resource. Also, I was looking through stuff. Where's it at? Ah, yes, the drones, built from scratch. Terraformation. This is what our end goal is, I guess, for terraforming. Applying amethyst fertilizer manually might be fun, but it won't be enough to create larger green spaces. No, it will be. Luckily, terraforming drones can be placed next to a fluid tank containing industrial fertilizer solution to create depleted soil automatically. Terraforming drones work up to 16 blocks from where they were placed. Huh. I have to wait up to 6. That's not a very large area. That feels quite small, in fact. Whatever, I guess I'll reach that head when I get to it. Take off. Do our coil. Where's the power at? Oh, is that going to be able to reach? I doubt it. Yeah, I didn't think so. Another pole. Yes, we do. Another pole. Second set of wire. A relay. Pop this up. Side. Relay. Coil, coil. Bam. It's the front side. Or, no, this is the front side because this is the redstone component area. We could set this up in an intelligent way that wouldn't require me to put random conveyors through everything, but I think it'd be a lot more fun if I had conveyors up and over, moving stuff around when I get to automation of some degree. So we'll leave it as we have it for now, especially because this gives me good access to each of the machines individually rather than trying to combine them in specific ways. Maybe we'll change that. Back area of the factory was supposed to be for larger machines. Maybe larger machines just mean combining each machine and having inputs leading into, or outputs leading into inputs? No. The catalyst, empty, empty. Refinery mixing. The refinery is a complex multi-block that can refine one or two fluids into another. The most common application of this production is a biodiesel. What? The most common application of this is production of biodiesel. There we are. Form the structure, right-click the heavy engineering block. Fluids are input through the 2 ports on either side of the block. Output through the orange marked port at the front. Using buckets to interact with the refinery's tanks is also possible. Applying a resistance signal, control panel, blah blah blah. Most refinery processes require an addition of a catalyst to enable the reaction. This catalyst is not consumed, but the process will not work without it. To produce biodiesel, combine equal parts plant oil and ethanol while using nitrate dust as a catalyst. I see. Nitrate dust. Won't be consumed, but we need it. And we need our buckets. Oh. Hey, can I fit in here? What? Oh, do I have? I don't have to. I can do it manually. Okay. You might be wondering how I got all this ethanol. It's honey. I use 64 honey. I happen to have a large amount of it from the bees automatically producing my honey over there, so no biggie on getting a decent chunk of ethanol, especially when honey is not the only option, but it is the most fuel efficient. I guess that's, yeah, it's probably the most fuel efficient. Ethanol and plant oil. Need plant oil from this feller right here. Industrial squeezer. Now when I squeeze plant oil, the easiest thing to get massive amounts of plant oil with. Cabbage, it's probably canola, isn't it? Melon, one here, this one here, 120, 120. Why is there 2? What? This. Oh, crusher. Oh, okay. Wait, that makes it so much easier. We can crush our fibers to get more or hemp seeds. Yeah. Good to know. Pick all this up. Yeah, you might have noticed again. I've got bricks being built up now around the edge of our factory. It's just plant essence and earth essence seeds, or earth and water seeds, here we are, being combined into clay, and that clay is transformed into bricks right here. We'll have clinker bricks as well as our accenting on the corners especially, and hopefully around like inputs like that right there, I'll have clinker bricks that are little darker splotches of wear. But for now we don't have that yet, so seeds, 1, 3, and once again, I'll be back with some hemp seeds. That's not going to take near as long as everything else has so far. Today is all about immersive engineering, and I'm perfectly fine taking the time to get immersed in my engineering. And I guess I haven't shown this one working too much as well. We've got tons of nitrate, you already saw here, but we'll take our industrial hemp fiber and just click it up into this spruce drawer. It'll output everything into the crusher automatically for me, and it kind of, I think the slower pace might help rather than just actually, what if, get this back, bum. Oh, but does that change the pace? I really don't think it will. I think it'll be the exact same as what it was. Yep. Well, let's get all this crafted up while we use all that. Take over, or, oh no. Can we? No, let's wait for these seeds, and then I'll use this over here. Even with, you'll notice I have 8 more thermoelectric generators, and my massive batteries built up. Actually, the batteries aren't being used at all. Is this done? No. Oh, they're not being powered right now, though. That's why. Industrial hemp seeds. Oh my. It was all of the RF. That just drained it. My battery's being used up? Yes, most definitely. And is this? I don't know. It's just the batteries. That's alright. This'll process in the meantime. We get more seeds. It's coming along real fast, actually. All of our seeds have been produced, and using every ounce of power we have. Again, yep. This bottom battery doesn't get used. I think that's because each of these batteries have an input and output on the top, because I wanted to make a terminal that just had 2 connections, but it didn't work. So, wait, is it up here? What is this? Energy input. So the input's in here. If I were my wire cutters, bam, 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 bam. Oh, those ones. You here, you here. Wait, this is the input? Energy input. We take off the output. Still gonna charge? No. Interesting. Put it back on. Drains this battery. I still sending all this stuff. Not that wire. This wire to here. Both of these charging. Any of these charging? No, that wouldn't make any sense. Why would the bottom ones be doing that? Be flowing downwards. So we'll do the top one. Oh wait. So if input at the top of each of these, output at the bottom of each of these. Yep. It is charging. It is charging. So the input right here. Like this. Input. We want the output to be on the opposite end of these. Right to here. Got 4. I think that means we can take off everything but the top left and the bottom right ones, as the bottom rights are output, so it flows down and out. And it drains all the batteries from top to bottom and charges all the batteries from bottom to top. So anytime we start using power, if I can climb back up, good to see, yep, 43,000, 50,000. Reconnect this wire over here, there, and it'll start using this power first, because the power is flowing downwards, and eventually, oh, that's, okay, figured it out finally. That'll actually make this much simpler. You're an output there, input here, take all these off, all of these off, here and here, and now we can have a much, oh, well, never mind. You could have it all in one face and have something. Oh, wait, you could just build a giant, like, multi-block almost of inputs and outputs, just making sure each of the batteries is connected from one input to an output, in like a little 4x4 cube. Have a massive battery, 4x4, 4, 4, 16, 6,400 kiloflux energy, I guess that's what it would be. Back here. But for now, we've only got 400,000. That's alright, 400,000 is nothing to sneeze at. Massive amount of power. Our squeezer's producing squeeze. All this in here. Back with our buckets. Oh. All of our plant oil. Build up nice. Plant oil. 4. You can already see it functioning on the top there. Buckets of plant oil. There you have it, production of biodiesel. First, we need process molded plastic to that pneumatic processing plant. Pneumatic processing plant? What? Well, I am confused, but am I confused? Thermopneumatic. Ah, here we are. It's pneumaticraft. 2 small fluid tanks, a pressure tube, reinforced stone slab, reinforced stone, pressed iron ingots. Well, I guess it's time to get explosive and make some compressed iron ingots via steel. TNT, gunpowder, fan, cotton. Use niter, sulfur, and charcoal. Reaper essence. Reaper's. Powdery comb. Powdery CreeBee. Wait, can I get the CreeBee? I kinda needed one anyways. Experience bee, lapis bee, and emerald bee. I think I have those bees. I don't have an emerald bee, but I have a lapis. Where the hell's my lapis bee? Lapis bee. Oh, there's my maximum dye bee. Lapis bee. I need one of these fellas right over here. Bam. One. It's a diamond bee, and to get it... Oh, I want another... Wait, do I have... I have more diamond bees. Diamond bee, I need emerald. How do I get emerald? Ah, End City. No, I might have emeralds then. I remember not. No. No. Oh. Welp, I think if I want to continue on with my CreeBee stuff and getting TNT via gunpowder. Not like I don't have gunpowder. I could do gunpowder now, but I don't really feel like it. Or I could go get bees and progress that just a little bit. So I'm gonna go grab emeralds. I'm gonna hop into the end, grab myself some emeralds from some entity or other. Maybe we'll find it faster than last time. And be back with an emerald bee. Well, you'll watch me make it, don't worry. I lied. Before we hop in there, I was reading my comments, as I usually do. I do that a lot. And one of them says to craft a large blade with some useful parts, specifically one of them, it's Flawless RW7. Craft a large blade with parts such as rose gold for one handle, cobalt for the blade, obsidian on a wooden part, and I chose the other handle for the Nahuatl stuff handle, and one more part. Now you have a blade with severing 1, somehow you can upgrade it to 5. You can go through the upgrades, get all that. You have the Draconic upgrade, Skeleton Head, and Golden Apple to get a bunch more modifiers. Get the Lucky upgrade, and the upgrade of the Lucky upgrade, and then max out the Sharpness. And it should do... Or you should have 8 different modifiers, and it should give the enemies bleeding, have a higher attack speed than swords, crit hit zombies, and you'll deal 19 damage, and I'm severing 5, you can farm heads fairly fast. So we're going to try that out. We're not going to be able to max it out just yet, but Cobalt Steel Cleaver. You've got the Nahuatl handle, the Rose Gold handle, Steel Large Plate, and Cobalt Broad Blade. You got Silky Shears and Severing enhanced. Oh boy. Let's also take, so we have the Dragon Head. Use this. Where's Dragon Head at? Dragon Head right here. Take our Dragon Head back this away. Boom, boom. And now we've got Draconic. We use the Dragon Egg? No. Dragon Egg does not do what I thought it did. Skeleton Head. Grab one of those as well. I have skull plates, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in here. Right here, blank skull. Skeletal Essence. There's skeleton skulls for anything? Nope. I'll have to get the bones naturally, but this sword will help a lot with that as well. Craft this right now. Blank skull, skull, boom, there we are. And a golden apple. Wait, do I have? Weirdly enough, I have apples in here with my gold. I don't know why. Those apples are in there because of free farming. That's why they're there. I remember now. Lost this skeleton skull on here. We've got Recapitated, sets this whole tool ahead by 1 upgrade. And Gilded, trades an ability slot for 2 upgrade slots. So now this tool has... Yeah, 6 upgrade slots and 1 ability slot, which is quite a lot. 2300 durability is not terrible either. It's much better than my current sword. What else do we need? The Lucky upgrade and the Severing upgrade. Modifiers, auto smelt block. Oh. Severing's right here. That'll be Necrotic Bones, Lightning Rods, and TNT for level 1. To level 2. Ooh, do I have to just do that multiple times? Slot to fly. Right. Well, we're going for TNT anyways. That's good. Necrotic Bone, Lightning Rod. Along with that, we can get lucky as well. For the first set of lucky. So right here, we need lapis blocks, copper ingots, and corn or blue orchids. Cornflower or blue orchids. Here, got plenty of blue orchids from cooking up funny bee soup. Lapis lazuli right down here. Two. A couple more copper ingots in my ever-expanding backpack. Still need one more upgrade on this thing in order to max out my backpack storage. Boom, boom, boom. Here. Blocks. We are. So the next step of this will be luckier 2 ender pearls, 2 gold ingots, and a golden carrot. Take this all back here, golden carrot, 2 ender pearls, because I've already taken one step into the end. I just realized I wanted to do something different. That was add second level up. The second sword. What am I talking about? I can't speak for. Oof. Key modifier, lucky level 3. He has 2 rose gold, a diamond, an emerald, and a name tag. Oh, we have access to everything but the emerald. Yep, everything but the emerald. Book and... Oh, ink stack. Now we need to go fish. Luckily, I have plans for fishing and ocean stuff next time. I do remember reading about funny little treasures and stuff you can find in the ocean, so we'll have to take a peek into there fairly soon. I should use bone for the handle. That's what that said. I misread it. It'll be alright. Nice as smite is, I think the one I chose will be alright. Sharpester. Sharpest-ist. Wait. I need to make sure I'm not going too far with this. Sharpness modifier. Speed, yep. Max level 5. Sharpest-ist. I think that's sharpest-ist is the highest we can go with this. And there you have it. For so far, we're still missing the next luckier upgrade and the upgrades of our not lacerating, severing. We've got severing 2, but severing 3 is going to be just a little bit harder to get to with those necrotic bones. We'll see Enderman, come here. Oh, 2 hits with a crit. 1, 2, oh, 3. If I crit it and actually wait for my recharge to function, it's fairly good damage. You stop that. Man, those Endermen are loud and annoying, but let's get back to exploring the end and hopefully finding at least 1 emerald. That's all we really need. Keep the comments coming. I do appreciate the tips and tricks and all that kind of stuff you guys find. As much as I know about Tinker's Construct and that kind of junk, clearly I don't know everything, so it's very fun seeing other people's ideas come to light, and like I've gotten other people's experience, or like comments I've gotten, other people's experiences are very interesting for any mod pack. You get to see different paths people take, and it's weird. It's kind of nice. I thought you'd figure that most mod packs have a fairly linear route of you go down one tree and you follow that tree continually. I definitely do it in a weird way where I try and spread myself out. These two, I can't really do very much with that considering they're locked behind certain quest lines in the first 4. But within those first 4, you can definitely do your own little path that either speeds you up or slows you down. I kind of prefer the slower route, as painful as it can be at times. I think it gets me more experience within each of the things rather than trying to maximize myself too quickly. Very bad at that. Also to you, Flawless RW7, I don't think you'll ever stop, or I'll ever stop eating these baked potatoes. I know they're garbage, but man, they're so easy to make. Ship. Are we gonna get lucky on our first chest? Nope. Still no emeralds. Oh, don't even want to fight. Emeralds? Oh, emeralds. Damn it. Down in the ship. Oh. Ow! Emerald. Emeralds! Oh, yes. We didn't have to go too far. Emeralds and a second Elytra. I'm never gonna use these. I love Elytra. I'm too lazy to enchant and then make rockets. Oh, back to the overworld. I'd like to be clear, I just threw an ender pearl. I didn't cut and then, like, fall into the void and die or anything. I ender pearled and I landed on the island with the ender pearl. I didn't die. I think this makes it more suspicious, but I really didn't. You can tell because the time. Look at the time on the right. That's the left. No, that is the right. What am I talking about? Well, from Diamond B to Emerald. Oh, you just was weird. To Emerald B, we've got our cell. It's got a breeding cooldown. Oh. Oh, wait, no. You don't have to have a breeding cooldown, do you, though? Free. No, yes, you do. Yes, you do. I lied. You're stuck with a breeding cooldown. Damn it. Yes. Yes. Take our Lapis Bee and our Emerald Bee, combine the two of these, and we'll get ourselves a... the other bee. This guy, right here. Where is he? Experience Bee. Woo! There we go, now we've got our Experience Bee. There is no breeding cooldown in the breeding chamber, that's how it goes. Get ourselves a few Experience Bees up in here. And with the Experience Bee... It's TNT, so we do need... at least one thing of TNT in order to get the CreeBee. How have I managed to lose my gunpowder? Oh, I know how. It's because this backpack system is a mess. There we are. 1, 4, 5. Get ourselves some sand, and might as well just craft a bunch of this up right now. Say a bunch. A little bit of this up right now. Exactly 3 blocks. It's not a bunch at all. It's a very minor amount. 3. Now I wonder, do I have the... Bum, 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 bum. No, I probably shouldn't do this in water. Do I have no blocks? Works. 3. I want to explode as little as possible because I kind of like my area. Boom. 2 stacks of steel going on top. Little TNT, dive down below, and watch this baby blow up. Now we've got a stack and a half, just under, of compressed iron. Or compressed iron ingots. First explosion of money. Hopefully not. I produced such a large amount of iron that I think I'll be alright. Iron and steel. Engineering works. Safety first. How not to explode. Pneumatic machines can explode, so learning a thing or two about them wouldn't be a bad idea. Don't worry though, the explosions can break 1 block at most. That doesn't sound good at all. I don't like that. 3 paper, a leather. We've all seen how to make a book. Compressed iron ingot. Take all that together. Boom, boom, boom. The Akashic Tome with our ENC:R manual. Bunker. And we've got ourselves pneumatic craft. Base concepts getting hot. Get some iron. Yeah, rah. You're not making me read all this, you nerd. Basic materials. Yeah, no, I get that much. Back. Mob spawning. Spawner agitator. When placed on a vanilla spawner, this item agitates the spawner. The spawner will keep spawning while no player is near. It prevents spawned entities from despawning when players leave the area. Mob farm anyone? Sneak right click with a Logic's configurator or another agitator to remove it. It's compressed iron ingot running gas tier. That's kind of nice. So good to know. Good mob farm tips. Machine. Display shelf heat pipe heat sink. Liquid hopper. The liquid hopper is a device which you can use to transfer fluids. Like the omnidirectional hopper, its input and output can point in any direction, and it uses the same placement and rotation rule. You can add speed upgrades to increase the transfer rate. The liquid hopper will also attempt to drain fluids from any items on the ground in front of its input side to insert fluids into any items in front of its output side. For example, water buckets, lava buckets, or modded fluid containers. If a dispenser upgrade is inserted into the liquid hopper, it will suck any liquid block 1000 millibuckets at the input side and will dispense 1000 millibuckets of any stored liquid at the output side. This can be used, for example, as a water pump. Ah, good to know. Good to know. Lagging. Use heat. Will lose heat to the air if left exposed, but you can cover these machines with pretty much any non-air, non-heat conducting block. Thermal lagging is particularly suitable for insulating machines. Block behind as if the lagging wasn't even present. Ah, different kind of lagging, I see. Logistics. Logistics drones. Logistics drones are a special type of drone. They are a lower tier drone since they are not programmable, but limited to carry out only logistics tasks. As with all types of drone, these drones require pressure to operate and will automatically seek out a charging station with a dispenser upgrade if low on air. Once deployed, a logistics drone will operate on any inventory/tank with a logistics frame into a 33 by 33 by 33 cube centered on the block the drone is deployed at. Since these drones frequently need to move items around, speed and inventory upgrades are recommended for movement speed and carrying capacity. Nuke virus. This is a special component only used when trying to hack security stations. It is not craftable and can only be found in dungeon loot or rarely as a villager trade. I see. Instant hacks are stop worm. I am a worm. Tool. Reinforced chest upgrader kit. The reinforced chest upgrade kit is a convenience which lets you upgrade any wooden chest to a reinforced chest in place, keeping the chest's items. Just sneak right click the chest upgrade kit against any wooden chest to upgrade it. I don't know what reinforced chests do. This is a lot of reading. Oh boy. You have to get a degree in mods just to know anything. These logical ones aren't usually my go-to either, so I'm learning quite a bit. As much as I've played with all of these, or at least a little bit with all of these, my usual go-to is magic. And, like, iron spells and spellbooks or Ars Nova are my favorite. I love the magic mods where you cast magic missile or massive teleportation spells or huge fireballs, arrays of stars falling from the sky. That stuff's all kind of cool to my brain. This stuff's difficult for my head, man. I went to school enough. I guess I'm ready to learn some more, damn it. BCA, a weird generator. Pneumatic machines require air pressure to work. It can be generated using various generators, the simplest of which is an air compressor. Pressure tubes, air compressor. Reinforced blocks. Reinforced stone. Stone around compressed iron ingots. Compressed tube is glass and compressed iron ingots. Have some of those. You're producing plastic. Yep, liquid hopper, dispenser upgrade. So liquid hopper is going to be a small fluid tank. All this junk. I'm going to go gather all this stuff and get it ready. And, 0. There we are. We got ourselves a CreeBee. Nope, I don't trust you. I don't mean to be rude. But a creeper bee sounds about as dangerous as any other creeper. Get back here. Where are you? And you come with me, buddy. We're not... CreeBee, what do you feed on, buddy? Flowering, TNT, or gunpowder block. Well, luckily for you, I have one final TNT. Weirdly enough, boom, adult CreeBee. And you'll make me some powdery comb. Powdery comb can be processed in the centrifuge to get gunpowder at a 50% chance. It can also be used to make a powdery comb block, which we need for our creeper seeds. Creeper seeds will get us to creeper essence, and get us creeper heads, music discs, and gunpowder, more importantly, which opens up a large amount of the minigun ammo. Huh. A large amount of things. Actually, subtractions. That's another mod I kind of wanted to look at. Really, subtractions. Get back here. Cola, coffee. Hopping item interface. Light gray lamps. Ooh. Light blue crystal cluster. How do I get these? Survive explosion. Huh. Player probe, item filter, item tag. Bowl of water, lens color, magnetizing teleport. Diamantine crystal empowerer. Diamantine crystal. Atomic reconstructor. Black quartz pyrolyzer. Quite the path we have to go down for this junk now, isn't it? What sparks innovation? Oh. Oh. I see, it does exist. And that's stopped. Where's this stopped at? Where's the funny, poopy rubber? Right here. Come down to you in a sec. Or we'll come down to you in a bit, rubber, but I think it'll be easier if we stick to engineering. I've been enjoying it. That and I'll be able to terraform. I want to terraform so bad. That'll be next time though. I'm not gonna have enough time to do all that. Out of stock. I'm not gonna do pets. Advanced compression. Oh boy, yeah. And get a weird generator. Need plastic. All this stuff. Okay, yep. Back to it. Well, we've got 8 small fluid tanks, 48 pressure tubes. Take all these. Hopper from our ever-growing backpack. I'll just take 1 hopper for now. And we get ourselves... I have this. There we go. Get ourselves a liquid hopper. Along with this liquid hopper, we want reinforced bricks. A bunch of these reinforced bricks are made with reinforced stone. Reinforced stone is just stone surrounding compressed iron ingot. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. All this right here. Those 32 reinforced bricks. We still need a furnace. Oops. I got furnaces. I got furnaces for days. Back into here. Take our air compressor and boom, we've got ourselves an air compressor and a thermopneumatic slab. Okay, and a thermopneumatic processing plant. A thermopneumatic processing plant is used to process liquids and other liquids, LPG, and coal together, and this machine can produce liquid plastic. It can also be used in fuel cracking. Heavy fuels can be cracked into lighter ones. This means diesel can be turned into kerosene, kerosene can be turned into gasoline, and gasoline into LPG. Ugh. How are we gonna use this? I don't know yet. Right up here. Can we do this? Why is it biodiesel result? Place a thermopneumatic processing plant and provide it with heat using a vortex tube. What? Vortex tube? Forgot about you. You weren't really in there. Vortex tube is compressed iron ingot pressure tube. Should have plenty of that actually right here. We are. Take our vortex tube. I'll shove you. Right here. Whoa. Vortex tube. West temperature. Pressure 20. Need heat. Heat goes red. Red is heat. Heat. This machine requires or produces heat. Heat can be applied by placing a block that generates heat next to this machine. Think of a vortex tube. Fast, but requires power. But also lava, fast but solidifies, and torches very slow to cool down the machine. Move the heat sources. Power. I'd have to assume where it can be gotten. We're not gonna put this right here for now. We'll move this back to a better spot. For now, though, I want to see how it functions. Right here. And I'd assume, unless this is wrong. Which side is which? Vortex tube? I don't know. My book it. My book. Wire connector. Crafting table. Wire connector. Insulated wire. Boom. Connect. You producing heat for me? You're not. There. That totally looks like the hot side, right? It's not just me. This here. No idea. Or guess I have to read my book. Ugh. NCR manual, heat frame, compressors. Where's the machine's vortex tube? Didn't mean to inhale so hard. The vortex tube is a device based on real-world physics. It splits the air flowing into hot and cold parts, heating up one side of the tube and cooling down the opposite side. Beware, the hot and cold sides do have thermal connections, so it's more efficient to vent the cold side when you want to utilize the heat, and vice versa if you want to use the cold. This can be done with a heat sink. When you place down or rotate a vortex tube, the hot end will face towards you. Note that each end has a narrow red or blue band indicating which is which. Pressurized air is required to make the vortex tube work. Higher pressure leads to greater temperature differentials, but air will also be used at a greater rate. I see. So, that's not how you power it like this. And I was kind of right. Plant here. Air compressor, maybe? I use you now. Don't necessarily have an obvious redstone behavior upgrades. Pressure. Sort of burnable item, putting buckets of lava for fuel. Well, well, well. Wouldn't you know? I happen to have this right here. 4. Okay, well, well, well. Wouldn't you know, creosote oil doesn't work with that. Let me go get some buckets of lava real quick, I guess. Back to it. What? Right here? What do I... What? Sort of burnable... Oh. Oh, it says not. It says not right there. Big ol' obvious text. Not that. Block of coal works. Boom, here we are. Collect up some biodiesel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fill it up into here. And 8 charcoal. Got ourselves molten plastic. Molten plastic. Wait, how do I collect? Warnings. 4 of the 6 box faces are exposed to air, which wastes heat. You know, as much as I care about efficiency, required temperature 100. Listen, it's perfect. It's right on it. I don't need to worry about too much. Poorly. I know it's poorly insulated. Calm down. Heat. Pressure. How do I... Information. Plant, LPG, and coal together in this machine can produce liquid plastic. It can also be used in heavy rough. Yeah, well, I already read all this. I just... slurp it all out? Yes, I can. And if I'm not mistaken... I'm gonna spread. Oh! Doesn't spread at all. We can just place this all down. Got ourselves plastic sheets for pipe pressurizers, assembly platforms, and a whole bunch of other junk. Lego bricks. Oh, how cute and whimsical. Programmer security station? Entry turret. Luckily, I'm not gonna have to worry about too much of this stuff. This world is dead, dummy. I don't gotta worry about any of this. Amadron tablet. Oh! That's a play on Amazon. I'm an idiot. I'm but a fool. Asks, we've got plastic. Oh, dispenser upgrade. Got the liquid hopper. We just need the dispenser upgrade. 4 lapis, dispenser, and quartz. Let's go grab that real quick and get this last little thing done. And now we've got our dispenser upgrade. I think that's the last. Oh, it is the last of it. Climate, heat sink. I see. It wants me to do one more thing before I do all that. Heat sink. How do I get you? Here. Oh, iron bars. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I got plenty of these left. Plenty of these left over. Right here. Got ourselves a heat sink. And we've done our climate control. Some pneumatic machines need to be heated or cooled. Vortex tube, yada yada yada. We already read all that. Looks like next time we'll be under a little bit of pressure. No worries, mate. Sometimes the easiest way to keep your system from floating is to craft a security upgrade and place it in your own machines. We'll make them release overflow pressure, preventing an explosion. We'll be able to contact Amadron. Okay, yeah, we'll contact Amadron, start buying some stuff from him, I guess. Get big with our power. And hopefully get to this terraformation drone right here. This would be probably the most useful thing to me, as I want to move this junk. I don't like the way this looks right here. I like the pattern or whatever. I don't like the fact that it's just sitting in the middle of my base, though. I want this place to be more open and have some sort of structure in the middle, and I want this big old circle to be down in that big old circle right there, along with a nice big old forest of these types of, oh, it's a lot of zoom, these enchanted trees, and hopefully kind of split up the areas based on the mods. We've got bees, we've got Immersive Engineering and Pneumaticraft. We've got Tinker's Construct that'll be closer to this hill, maybe up in this hill if I feel so inclined. Right now, we've got our Nether and Ender Portal and ugly, ugly little spots right here, sitting out in the open. Those will be down below this away. I'll give you a little peek as to the stuff in the background that's been going on. And whenever I'm in between stuff and I'm waiting for stuff to load, I'll come down here and I've been mining, and it's not much. I've been mining, opening that area up, lighting everything up, and filling out the area with torches so nothing spawns. We're going to make this into a cave of some sorts, where we have different paths leading to the end portal, nether portal, and I think there's like the bumble zone or something, and a couple different dimensions we've got going on. We'll have themed little rooms for each of those, so that they're out of the way, but still decorated and look fairly nice. Along with that, we've got to move this stuff somewhere, because we're not done just yet. We still need to make cake. I haven't forgotten about the Rune of Winter just yet. I know we've got the capability to make it, but we'll wait for next time to that. This video is already, I think, an hour and 30 minutes or so, if not more. But with that, I do have a question for you. Do you prefer these longer, like hour-and-a-half videos? Do you prefer shorter 30 to 45-minute videos? I'd like to know. I kind of prefer the longer ones. They take longer to make, like about a week with my schedule and outside of all this stuff with work and everything. Takes me a while to make it, but I can make about 1 or 2 a week at most, along with whatever else I do on the side. Which do you like? I'm down for whatever people are looking for, but so far these longer videos have been pretty fun. I appreciate you for coming to watch them, appreciate you for sticking around this long, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.